Hello and welcome. Today I have with me Otaaaq, professional Trackmania player and as of now a semi-finalist of the ZRT Cup. Hi, how are you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing great, man. Thanks for the invite.
Yeah, first of all, congratulations on qualifying to Bercy and thank you for finding time for this interview. I know that some of the players, namely Gwen and you, of course, are finishing school at the moment, so you guys have a lot of important exams. I assume that it probably also is reducing your guys' time to practice for Bercy, for ZRT. Do you feel like that might impact your overall performance in the end?
Not that much because I'm already very trained, so it's not like I'm going to know life more for the scene. But I guess it's not that much of an impact, because everyone else has exams on this period, and it's always annoying. But for me, especially, it doesn't bother me at all. Like.
Mm-hmm. Right now, are you practicing a lot, or do you have some sort of balance between studying, exams, and the training?
I actually took a break for 1 week, but the most important exam that I had were 1 week before the qualification. So now I'm
Mm-hmm.
free, let's say. But yeah, now I just have to balance the World Cup and the ZRT. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
That's great. You're actually one of the youngest players to play in Bercy this year. It's not the first time, though, you have qualified for semifinals of ZRT Cup, but it is the first time that you'll be playing in front of such a big crowd 14,500 viewers, if I remember correctly. How do you feel about that?
Well, it's amazing, obviously. Especially when you play, when you look at the semi that I got, I'm with all my friends, like with
Hmm.
the duo with Carl and Bren, Gwen and Afi, and Scandi, Chalik. It's all of my friends are there, so it's very grateful and important to me to go on the scene with them.
Yeah, that's the thing about Lance, that it is the opportunity to experience the social part of tournaments, of esports, of competing. And I just wanted to ask you, like, do you have anyone in mind that you are most excited to meet at Bercy?
I already met Bren and Gwen, so I think maybe Carl and Afi, because I didn't
Mm-hmm.
see them except from the vocal, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I think that's it. Because even on the other semi, I already met some of the players. So yeah.
Mm-hmm. So those are the guys that you want to meet, but do you have someone that you are most excited to compete against on stage the most?
Yeah, well, obviously, like we have on the semi, we have the two favorites.
Mm-hmm.
So it's very great. But the most important to me, it's
Mm-hmm.
to be on the scene. And if I go on the final with Brazil, it will just add more time on the scene than if I obviously lose in semi.
Mm-hmm. And you've said that the favorite duo, right, Bren and Carl.
Yeah.
During the qualifiers, you guys sneakily got by without getting them in your lobby even
Yeah.
once. But now you have to face not only them, but also defending champion Gwen partnered with Afi, and also the guys that have disqualified the other defending champions, and those are TJ Alec and Skandir. I'd say that it is the group of death of those semifinals, but coming into it, how do you feel about your chances?
Well, we already beat Gwen and Afi on the round six, I guess. Yeah, it was
Mm-hmm.
that. So, and we didn't play Carl Bren and Chelken Skandir. Well, they are good, but I think that we can beat them, especially on the cup mode.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so yeah, I think we can beat Gwen and Afi again, but as I say, the most important is to be on the scene, and if we don't beat them, it's like not very important.
Mm-hmm. There are so many good players in this lobby, and many good players also got disqualified. I mean, people like Aurel and Papu might have been the biggest surprises overall. Their recent statements about the crushing feeling of not being able to further compete just grabs by the heart. It feels like French players, especially, treat this tournament very seriously. And I have talked to Granadi, who's German, of course, and he outright said that for French people it is a different tournament of entirely. And then for the rest of the world, I want to ask you about. I want to ask you as a French representative, because I wanted the French perspective on this. So, do French people treat ZRT more seriously than the rest of the world? How do you feel about that statement?
I agree with this statement because when the game is French, the narrator is French, so obviously the French community is more concerned, and the scene are always on in France, So yeah, but I think it depends on the person because to me the most important is to be on the scene, but not to win. For me, the
Mm-hmm.
most important competition to win is the World Cup.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess yeah, for the other French people, like the most how can I say that the most prestigious tournament is ZRT. Yeah.
That's so interesting because that's what I thought, that for so many players actually ZRT Cup is the most prestigious. You are the exception, you think World Cup. But what would it mean to you to be able to actually get to finals and possibly win the whole tournament? Talking about ZRT Cup.
It's insane.
Mm-hmm.
You win in front of 14,000 of people. It's insane, and I to me it's prestigious also, but not as the World Cup. World Cup is the guy who win is the most the guy with the most level.
Mm-hmm.
And ZRT, it depends on the seedings, it depends on the maps, it depends. Well. So yeah, of course it's important to win, but as long as I'm on the scene with the friends, it's no matter what happens, it's nothing.
Mm-hmm. I want to ask you now the most important question in this interview. The answer to it will tell a lot about your chances in the tournament. So prepare yourself. How good are you with remote control cars?
Remote control cars?
Yeah.
Um, I did a lot of remote actually when I was
Oh, really?
a kid. Well,
Mm-hmm.
I'm a kid also now, but so I'm feeling great, and it will be very fun to play this on the stage. And I'm hype.
Do you think that's maybe speak for yourself, but would you actually maybe try something before the tournament, like training the remote control car skills?
Nah, I don't think so. Maybe some players will do it, but I don't know who. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe the guy who are on a boot camp. But I
Mm-hmm.
don't think no, I don't think anyone will do it. I don't know. I don't I don't know how to answer to that. It will be fun. So yeah.
Mm-hmm. So maybe some predictions for the end. Who do you think will you meet in the finals? Um, of course, you being there, and someone else with your from your semifinals, and two from the other.
If we are on the finals, I guess it will be Carl Bren, of course,
Mm-hmm.
Snowglast, and Banks Walker.
Okay,
I
that's
guess,
great.
yeah.
Thank you for the interview. Do you have any short message to your fans and the viewers?
So thanks for the support, everyone. I received a lot of messages. I don't know. I think I answered to everyone, but I'm not sure. So thanks, everyone, and see you in Bercy.
And to all the viewers, all the links to Otaaaq's socials will be in the description. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed, I invite you to leave a like and subscribe for more interviews in the future. Thank you very much.